This morning in today's Food is Medicine, we're talking about how fall comfort foods can actually help boost our health this morning. Interesting stuff, and here to talk about it is Krista Orecchio with The Whole Journey, and she's here with some delicious foods that are also really, really good for boosting our health and all that kind of good stuff, right?
Yes,
awesome.
Amazing for health.
All right, so let's first talk about how the fall foods are supposed to make us feel. You think about comfort, you think about cozy,
nourishing.
Yeah.
Yes. I don't think we often think about the energy that food has, and fall foods are grounding, calming, and balancing. If you think something that grows in the earth is going to be very grounding and calming, and we start to get these foods in our diet through the change of the seasons, it helps with the whole shift and the transition. So they're much more than just physical health. It's also kind of mental, emotional health when we get these foods in.
Okay, so let's talk about how we can incorporate these into our diet. You say, first of all, we need to eat more like root vegetables and squash and that type of thing?
Yes, this whole plate that I have here is all root vegetables.
Okay.
So sweet potatoes, these are sweet potatoes. A lot of people think the opposite. These are yams, the darker ones.
Yeah, it's confusing.
It is confusing.
Yam?
Yes.
Sweet potato.
You got it.
Yam, sweet potato.
Yes. Beets.
Yam, sweet potato.
And what's this? Do you know this?
That looks like a rutabaga. I have no idea.
Good guess. Good guess. It's a parsnip.
Oh, intern Carl was trying to whisper it to me and I didn't get it in time.
It's a parsnip, and I love to use parsnips. The whole thing with root vegetables is they're low glycemic, so low in sugar, and so that's why they help support your health and mental health, because they balance blood sugar.
Okay.
So I like to use parsnips instead of white potatoes and make like a mashed potato out of parsnips.
Okay.
And nobody knows the difference. Or for kids, you can slice them thin and fry them lightly in coconut oil, and you make this kind of delicious chip that all kids like. And
all of these things on this plate here are really good to throw into a crock pot, you know, with some meat or veggies or whatever.
Yeah.
That's a really good comfort food. I do that a lot at home.
That's a great idea.
Let's talk about adding spices into our diet as well.
Yes, okay, so spices that you keep in the medicine cabinet. There's so many of them that are amazing. Cinnamon, that is an amazing one to use this time of year, because a half a teaspoon, only half a teaspoon a day, will balance blood sugar levels for up to 24 hours. That's so important. This is like the master spice for those with type 2 diabetes.
Ah, okay.
And did you know, I love this fact, that balanced blood sugars are the only thing that people have in common who live to be 100. So balanced blood sugar equals longevity.
I did not know that.
Cinnamon. There's a couple types of cinnamon. You have to get Ceylon, which starts with a C.
Ceylon, okay.
C-E-Y-L-O-N, that's real cinnamon. A lot of times in the store you find cassia. So look for Ceylon. It'll be a little more expensive, but it's worth it.
But it's worth it. What does the Ceylon do?
The Ceylon has some anti-inflammatory benefits, and it actually lowers LDL, the bad cholesterol, and that's the powerful stuff that's going to control your blood sugar for up to 24 hours.
Okay, so these are all spices that we need to have in our house. Let's talk about some recipes, incorporating these into our diet with muffins, butternut squash soup.
Butternut squash soup is what I brought. That's just really simple with a veggie broth. You're welcome to try it. It's not hot anymore, but these are hot.
You know what? I don't discriminate these days.
No.
I just eat whatever anybody hands me.
I love that about you, Erica.
And also, that's delicious.
Oh, good.
And also, oh, what is that? What did you bring here?
Okay, so these are these things roasted. So roasted sweet potatoes, yams, beets, and butternut squash. So simple. You can just salt, pepper, and grapeseed oil. I roasted them at 400 for 40 minutes. Nothing else, because they're so
delicious.
Sweet.
What'd you put in this again?
Just salt, pepper, and a little bit of grapeseed oil, and roasted it.
Love it.
The thing is, they're so sweet that if you stage these foods in your diet throughout the day, you'll never get the big sweet cravings for ice cream and cookies and all that, because you'll balance blood sugar nice and slowly.
I love it. And you say, lastly, we got to incorporate some tea into our
I love making chai tea with different spices. And so with these spices, all you do is you would have some black tea, and you heat up cinnamon, cardamom, nutmeg. You could put a few black peppercorns in there, bring it to a boil, simmer, strain it out, and just mix it with some black tea, maybe some milk, some organic milk and sweetener.
And just have that once a day.
Delicious, yeah. Once a day or whenever you want to
connect to the season. Tea in the fall is so good, isn't it? Love it. Okay, good stuff, Krista. Thank you for this. We really appreciate it.
You're
If
so
you'd like to
welcome.
get in touch with Krista Orecchio at The Whole Journey, you can do that. Her business is located in Encinitas. The information's on your screen right there, as well as her phone number. And if you don't have time to write it down, no worries, because we put the information on our website, fox5.com. Click on that Ceylon tab. Raul, earlier you got steak.
I did.
I got
veggies.
veggies. How about that?
Well, that's not bad. Earlier I got steak, and now, by the way, I have pancakes, sausage, and eggs as well. So
Seriously.
you enjoy what you have.
Wow.
I'll